Good morning, everyone. I figured this travel part wouldn't be that interesting, so I'm just gonna speed this up and get to the good parts. All right, now we can begin. I wanted to make this first episode of the second season meaningful right off the bat. So we're actually gonna have a subject for today, and we're going to talk about how to get your first destination wedding.
In Mexico, we actually contacted the resort, and the resort actually seemed interested. And remember, we got a lot of plays from that simple drone video that we did. It's kind of pointing them in that direction, and I think that if you do that and your work is good, you can raise some eyebrows and probably at least get a meeting with somebody from the resort.
How do you get the first one? It's all luck.
It's all luck?
You just have to have a good reputation, and then somebody knows about you, and eventually one of their friends says, "Oh my God, I wonder if Lonnie or David would come shoot this wedding with us."
So you just roll the dice, basically.
You just have to have a good reputation.
Keep your work on the high end. Keep working as hard as you can. Make sure your stuff looks as good as it possibly can, and you hope for the best.
Yes.
Number one, and it might be the most underappreciated rule of any business. If you want to get something, you have to simply ask for it. If you're a wedding photographer and you want to get your first destination wedding, you never shot one, obviously there's not an easy way to do it. The first and absolutely most important thing you have to do is put the word out there. Literally tell all your friends that your most important goal now is to shoot your first destination wedding. Sooner or later, someone out there is going to know somebody whose daughter, sister, best friend is doing a destination wedding. They're going to recommend you as an awesome photographer. It is absolutely up to you whether you decide to charge for that first job or just shoot it at the cost. A lot of photographers out there shoot their first destination wedding at a cost just to get the job and have the footage in their portfolio. You can do that. I'm not going to judge anyone. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. This is up to you. But the first and most important thing is to put the word out there and literally let anyone and everyone you know, make them aware that this is now your goal and you are asking for this business.
What's up, man? How are you?
Hi, Ryan.
That was the arrival of Bart, our groom. This is why we are here in Punta Cana, to photograph and film their wedding. But back to the main subject. Number two, what do you do after you've let all your friends and everybody you know that you are looking to photograph your first destination wedding? You repeat it. I know, it sounds very simple and very plain and kind of ridiculous, but that is how it works. You have to get the message into the minds of everyone you know, and you have to make sure it stays there. So the next time they hear about someone they know or from someone they know that their daughter, sister, friend is having a destination wedding, who is the first person they are going to think about? You. I shot a lot of weddings in my life, and they used to be all in the states of New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Pennsylvania sometimes. And I used to walk around or sit around and think, how wonderful would it be to connect this job with pleasure and go to a place like this? So I started thinking hard about what I can do to make this a reality. And when you set your mind on something and think about it all the time, it works like that famous secret movie. You just compel the universe to make those things happen for you, and you sort of subconsciously almost start attracting things to yourself. Obviously, we are in a very attractive location, and getting married here is basically like coming to paradise for one of the most important celebrations of your entire life. Why not? Alright, I finally have a moment to finish talking to you guys today. We misjudged the sunset. The sunset here happens around 7 p.m. while it's still happening around 8 p.m. on the East Coast, so that was just earlier than expected. It got dark. This wedding, by the way, is going on behind me. I think you can hear it. Also, I'm concerned about the audio because it's pretty windy here. I hope it's not a problem enough and you can still hear what I'm saying. So, before this night is over and the first episode of season 2 is over, I wanted to communicate one more thing and say, number 3 to get your first destination wedding, if you're a wedding photographer, is to show what you want to sell. So obviously you don't have a portfolio because you haven't shot a destination wedding yet. Find a couple of good-looking models, good-looking friends, take them to a beach, be creative, create the photos that look like a destination wedding that could have been taken at a destination location, and show those to your future prospective clients. Create your own advertising. And that brings us to number 4. Advertising never hurts. If everything else fails or you don't want to wait too long to get your first destination client, use the power of social media, set up your advertising campaign, create that signature amazing photo that you can use for this advertising, and fire it off. Do boldly go forward and do not hesitate. The work will come, the client will find you, you will be rewarded, and you will get to go where you want to be. In any case, good luck with your creative endeavors. Let us know if you have any specific questions or if you want to talk about this subject a little more. For today, this is all from us. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of the second season. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. It's very windy here, so I'm gonna say good night. All I do is win. Eligible to talk about this subject because I've been there myself. Back to the programming.